I play a lot of Minecraft. Like, here's my world with 200 hours in just the last month. And when you play this much, you realize Minecraft is lacking a lot in the fun and creative textures department. So here are 15 resource packs I use every day that I can't live without. So let's start off with something simple and make our way to some really cool stuff. Zolly's Enhanced Vanilla adds many subtle changes that make your world so much more beautiful. Some cool features it adds are connected textures that make your paths look like this, makes mushrooms look like this. Cactuses have flowers now, which is really beautiful, by the way. And seagrass has these things that poke out that makes rivers look so much nicer. Fancy crops makes your crops look way better by adding a lot of variety to them. Like, for example, potato crops have flowers now, and some plants have variated heights. And almost all crops have this bushiness to them, which makes them look way more natural and nicer to look at. And if you combine this with another pack called Machin's Better Leaves, which also makes your leaves more bushy by adding these little bits to them, it really brings some extra beauty to your garden or farm builds. Simple Grass Flowers adds these simple flowers on your grass blocks that gives them a bit of variation. And it's not just flowers, it also adds these pebbles and leaves. Colorful Containers adds unique textures to each workbench or interactable block in the game, including the redstone blocks in every color of shulker boxes. Each UI matches the block you're interacting with, and once you've used this pack a few times, you realize how boring the regular Minecraft textures looked. There's no going back with this one when you realize they even have a dark mode variation. Yep, that's right. This is a must-have pack for sure. And now here's a simple one, and it's great for newer players. This pack adds these cute little icons next to each enchant that indicates where this enchant belongs best. Unique enchants like Soul Speed and Swift Sneak have the boots and pants on them. Universal enchants like Mending or Unbreaking have this star symbol, and curses have the skull icon. And speaking of enchants, this is Zolly's Enchanted Books. This pack simply adds unique textures to each enchanting book. This makes each book easily identifiable, so no more hovering on each book trying to find the right one. Honestly, I don't know why Mojang hasn't added this to the vanilla game already. And on the same note, Zolly also has a pack that adds unique textures to all the potions. And just like the books, each potion has a really cool texture and is easily identifiable. Next, we have another simple one. Fancy Beds gives each color of bed a unique texture, which is really, really nice and gives off these cozy vibes. Shiny Armor Trims makes your trims on your armor set glow and have this really cool effect. This really adds an extra level of, wow, this looks very nice. Now let's move on to some very exciting packs. This one is called Blinking Ender Eyes. This might not seem like a huge change until you realize it makes the eyes in the end portal also blink, which is really cool and creepy. This pack also gives the Heart of the Sea an animation where it opens its eye and looks around, which doesn't really make sense because it's a Heart of the Sea and not the Eye of the Sea, but whatever, it's cool. Now, staying on the theme of creepy resource packs, next we have Blue's Better Monsters. This is a really high quality pack that works similar to Fresh Animations, where it gives mobs unique animations and custom textures that makes them really intimidating. Zombies can be dismembered when you deal damage to them. Creepers have a really cool retexture and also the ability to mimic other mobs. They can pretend to be zombies, and the only way you can tell is by their eyes flashing this green color. Spiders can also loose legs and hang from the ceiling, and witches jump on their broom and will start flying around. It makes the night really scary to deal with, which I honestly really like. Boss Refreshed, just like the Better Monsters pack, completely changes the textures and animations of all the bosses in Minecraft. My favorites are the Elder Guardian and the Wither. It's up to you to decide if you like this over the default textures, but after having fought these bosses so many times, it's nice to see something different, you know? And finally, we have Vanilla Tweaks. Vanilla Tweaks lets you select specific tweaks to add to the game while sticking to the vanilla feel. Here are some of my favorite changes. There's too many to cover one by one, but yeah, you can configure everything to your liking, and it's really great. So that's pretty much it. I like making these kind of videos, so subscribe for more. Thanks.